Zachary as always, and today I am just doing a review of the movie The Marvels 2023. And well, it came out yesterday at the time of recording this. And I went to go see it opening day. And do I like this film? It was better than I thought it was going to be. I think definitely the best part of it was Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury. He was amazing in this film, and well, it's Samuel Jackson. He is great. Samuel Jackson's great in pretty much everything that he's in. Nick Fury is awesome too. The cats were I'll get into that later, but that's like the whole thing on its own that pretty much sums up my most favorite part of the film entirely. And anyways, we follow our three main characters. We follow Captain Marvel. We follow Miss Marvel, and in the theater, my friend was like coming over to me asking me what the difference was between Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel, and I was like, I'll explain to you after the movie. Anyways, apart from that, this is Rambeau. If you don't know, Rambeau is from WandaVision. We all know who Captain Marvel is, hopefully, and then Miss Marvel is from Miss Marvel, pretty much, and this film takes place pretty much right where the Miss Marvel show left off, with Miss Marvel flying backward and transforming into Captain Marvel. And they kind of switch places. This is because, so remember the gauntlets that in Miss Marvel, in the show Miss Marvel, that gauntlet that Miss Marvel had? Oh, okay, yeah. So there's another one, and this villain has it. And I think her premise is really interesting because you see, her planet is Hala, and Captain Marvel thought she was saving it, but she was really putting it into absolute and utter turmoil, destroying the civilization as a whole. So they hold a grudge against her, obviously, and we go through all of that. It's interesting, and I think it's expanded upon well, even though we only really figure out about it, like, around, like a little bit after the middle part of the film, like, towards the end, I'd say, like, towards the climax. Pretty good. All the characters are pretty good. Nick Fury cracks a few jokes in this movie, which, I mean, it's Nick Fury. I mean, you know he's gonna crack some jokes. Well, also, how you said, like, remember, like, the cat literally just swallows a person whole, and Nick Fury just picks up the cat and starts petting it. Like, bro has seen everything. That's why he only has one eye. The other, he has to store everything that he has seen in both eyes. The first eye went blind. And, okay. So, there's this part in the movie that dumps this down a little bit. Now, obviously, I'm going to say what I do like, but something I didn't like about this was that they went to this planet, okay? And on this planet, the people, they can only talk in song form. So, they have to sing. If you say anything in a normal voice, they won't understand you. Luckily, the main person that they have to talk to on this planet is bilingual, so he can understand them. Luckily, like, if we had to listen to them singing the entire time, this movie would have gotten a lot lower score in my book. But yeah, but that was pretty important anyways. I think the fight scenes were good. There was one or two that I felt like dragged on for a little bit, but that was only like one part. When, like, I was just waiting. I was like, okay. But yeah, I do think that now that's pretty much the only thing I have to complain about, or at least what I can think of right now. Some things I can say were really good is I can say the relationship between the three superheroes was really good, and they were a really good dynamic, but it's a dynamic I would like to see expanded upon, not as like a sequel to this, but I'd like to see it expanded upon little by little in smaller parts in like other films. But like not in a big movie like Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars. I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot that could happen with their relationship as a whole in the film, but my most favorite part, alright, so the ship that Nick Fury's on is starting to go down, it's starting to go into turmoil, but these cats can swallow people, but not kill people. So Nick Fury's like, you know what, it's easier to stuff a bunch of little cats into a space pod than hundreds of people. So he just releases the cats into this whole thing, into this giant spaceship, and they're just swallowing the crew whole. They're just completely swallowing the crew, and then there's this instrumental music playing in the background as people are running and getting eaten by the cats. Like, it is literally awesome. Like, I think that's good that they did that. It was definitely a fun movie. The villain, I don't know if people will agree with me here, but I wasn't a big fan of the villain, to where she wasn't very interesting. Like, we saw her motive, she wanted to save the planet, but I really did not find her very interesting at all. And also, she was kind of just used as exposition because she died, like, at the end of the film, because she thought she was going to save her planet, her home planet, but she ended up just catching on fire and exploding. And this actually effect, the CGI for that bit, I really liked. There was some CGI, specifically with Rambo, that I wasn't a huge fan of, but, other than that, it was pretty good. Great. I think everything was great. Alright, Miss Marvel's family dynamic is also really nice. Like, Miss Marvel's family in this movie is just perfection. And I think they're absolutely amazing. And then when they're just stuck in a spaceship with Nick Fury, and Nick Fury's like, oh no, I'm not dealing with these guys. It's like, it's funny. And then, yeah. This movie definitely did try something new. See what they could do. As of recording, this film has made around $21 million. It needs to make around $450 million to make profit. I am really hoping this film does make a good amount of money. I hope. I don't know if it will or not. I think it might be like Quantumania, where it breaks even, but it's not going to make a lot of money after it breaks even. But yeah, guys, if you all enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please... Oh, wait. I can't do the outro. Yeah, I just haven't rated the film. In terms of rating, it's going to be a 7 out of... It's going to be a... Okay, if I have to do a solid number, it's going to be 7 out of 10. Really good. But those other 3 points are missing for certain reasons. Like, whether it be CGI, some parts I feel like were dragged on for a little bit, or whether it be, like, some characters, like the villain or the prince. It's weird. Yeah, so, yeah, guys, if you all enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.